因为这个号没卖过手头，而不是卖金，没卖过手头。啊？有金。晚上去不是吃饭呀？晚上。我表。
Hello. Hello, good evening. Good evening, everyone. This is Lauren and welcome back to our channel. Welcome to Burmese Gems and Jewellery channel. 1957, when our last king already lived there, last of the king until the 1938. And we have the riot mode here. And now we are going to introduce some of the precious stone here that we can see a lot of the colorful stone. From here we also have the pearl. Myanmar is very famous for producing some kind of the precious stone like the ruby, sapphire, which also produced from other country, but Myanmar have a lot of the characteristic of the ruby, sapphire. And exclude of the ruby and sapphire, we also have the freshwater pearl and also the seawater pearl that produced from locally, produced from Myanmar. So we have the sample in front of mine, which is the color is different. We can see there is a white color pearl and also the milky white color pearl and also the deeper golden color pearl. These are all produced from Myanmar except this one. This is not from Myanmar. We can see a lot of the difference between those items because these pearls are from another country. This is from the Australia white pearl. And just only these three pearl, these three color, we can see the color difference among them. This is from the pearl, seawater, but the color is very pale. The white color pearl and very few are the round shape. This is from the natural one. The original one that from Australian, you can see the color is the white color. This is from the South Sea of the Australian pearl. And if you want to see that the pearl produced locally by the Myanmar, from Myanmar is, you can see these two. Among these two items, the prettiest color is this one, which is the gold color. You can see the shining of the golden color is very nice, and the size is almost the same. The size are the same and the shape is more round. The color is the deep golden color, deeper color of the golden color. That we can also see the shining that coming from the pearl. These are all the natural and the organic one, which is we not cultivated. We also have the freshwater pearl that cultivated by the man-made, but these are granted for the freshwater, granted for the authentic and original one that is come from Southern Sea. We call the Myanmar pearl. Myanmar, apart from the golden color, we also have the many different kind of the color, like the white color, and also nowadays very popular pink color, gray color, black pearl, black color, and the top rate and the first grading is this, the golden color. The golden color is a characteristic and a major characteristic of Myanmar, because all other countries, including Japan, they not have the golden color pearl. They have the black pearl, gray pearl, and the pink pearl, white pearl. But here, Myanmar, the golden color is only produced in Myanmar. So this is the major characteristic of here that we produce the golden color pearl. You can see the size is very big, and because of the original and organic vein. So we have a little spot on the surface of the pearl, and the shape is also the same. Round shape, some are with a more round shape and some with a little oval shape, but this shape are very acceptable. And you can also see the color is also uniform and even. So we arrange in a string like this that we can make the whole necklace, including the 33 pieces of over 10 carat pearl. And in here we have the 33 pieces of the total pearl, and with a total weight of 597 carat. That means each pearl is over 10 carat weight. And these are all buying lot by lot. That means one lot can weigh like this, and we arrange in the same color, same size, and uniform shaped, and then arrange in a necklace form that we are going to sell lot by lot. From this arrangement, most of the prettiest and the prettiest one usually come out with the center place. That means this one is the prettiest in all of the pearl, that is more buffed than the others. That you can see there is no obvious spot on the surface of the pearl, but some they have the little spot on the surface, but this one no have any other spot. And the shape is more round than the others, and the color is more shiny, a little over than the others. That you can see this pearl is very perfect for the whole necklace. And here local women in local Myanmar, some of the women they like to wear the whole necklace like this, and maybe contain more than 10 pieces of the pearl, and then they arrange in a necklace, and some in the bracelet, and some in the pendant, and also in the ring. And this is for the 30s or 40s, like the elders people, like others lady, and they can wear the whole arrangement of this. But for the youngers, like the teenagers, they one piece of the pearl, and then like this one piece of the pearl, but without any arrangement, and just by simply digging a hole in the center, and also attach with the same string, dig a hole in the center and make a string like this. And you can also choose one of the most perfect one, that is the surface is even and uniform shape, and the color is deeper with no any other spot on face. You can choose one and pick up one and design by one people, and then you can choose the white color as a purity of one people. Some of the famous public figures, they also wear the white pearl as a symbol of the purity and also the innocence and also the royalty to themselves, so they can wear the white color pearl. Like we also have the white color pearl that is a slightly of the Milky Way. This is also the local pearl that have the totally of 33 pieces.
你用自己手机开着看看。
可以吗？
可以，不是，稍等一下。看哪里呢？
我看下面是有点好。
哦，多大你骗你哦？그것도 알고 있는 거 아니야?
아니요.
多大几个요?
And the connection lost off, and now we are reconnected again. So let us continue for our discussion. Like here, we also have the Milky White color that is a symbol of the purity and also innocence and royalty. We can also see all around the public figures, famous public figure, they also wear the white color pearl that as a representative of purity and also the royalty. So we also have the Milky White color pearl that produced here. Of course, the most popular and the first grading of the pearl is the golden color, and the second grading is the white color and the milky white color. And nowadays, become more and more popular in Yangon is gray color and the black pearl, black color. That became the fancy color and famous among the Yangers.
你想跟他在一起啊？
From here, we also arrange in a whole necklace line. That is, we have the totally 33 pieces of the pearl with a total weight of 547 carat. That means one is also over the 10 carat size, and all are in the same shape and also in the same weight. That you can see, the shape is also the same and uniform, but this is the natural one, so we can see some of the spots on the surface of the pearl. That means this is the symbol of natural one. That if the one pearl with the floral surface, that means no any other spot and no any other crack like this, that we cannot guarantee this is the natural or the organic one. So if we have the same spot on the surface, that means this is 100% for the original and the organic one. That you can also see the shining color that coming out from the pearl, the color shining and the sparkling, even without no any other light, just under the sunlight, we can also see the color that coming out from the pearl is very shine and sparkling. There is very cute color. Now we can also take a reference of the price for the pearl. In here nowadays, the pearl in the Myanmar market is also gradually go higher and higher. Like here for the pearl, we calculate the price per carat. Like if the pearl have the weight of the 10 carat, we have to multiply the price by its carat. In here, the price of the pearl, they usually and normally goes $5 to $8 per carat. That means if the pearl have the over 10 carat, we have to multiply the $5 or $8 by the 10. Like this, if one become the $80 like this. If the pearl is more round and more perfect, the color is deeper and also there is no spot and the spot on the surface is very less, the price will become higher and higher. But for the golden color will be more expensive than the pale color, like the white color and also the pink color like this. So the golden color is more expensive than the others. And the pearl in the Myanmar local market is normally 1 carat is for the golden color, it will be goes $9 per carat. $9 per carat for the golden color. But for the white color and milky white color, like the pale color, that the price will going on $6 per carat. This is the global and also the local market price of nowadays. And also you can see there is also any other stones that come naturally from Myanmar, that we can see the colorful of the stone in here, that we can see in a box. In a box we have the colorful spinel with a different cutting. Like for the example, you can see there are a lot of these small inside this box. The shape is round shape and the size of the stone is very small. There is a 0.1 carat, 0.1 carat like this, and the shape is the round shape and the color is different color. This colorful stone are we call the spinel, that also produced from here. That you can see there are a lot of the color inside. Yes, it's very pretty, right? You can see the color inside that also have with the sparkling. We don't use any torchlight. We also can see the original color of the stone is very beautiful, very pretty. And if you use the torchlight, you can also see is there any inclusion or crack inside the stone.
你喜欢它，就跟它在一起，是这样子的，对不对？我说我那样的说实话，我说喜欢你的事情，这都是很正常。
Just from the side, you can see the color is different, and we also have the different cutting inside. We have the round shape and also the square shape and also cushion shape, and we have the colorful stone. And you can also see from the far away from the distance, there are some thick inclusion inside the stone. What is thick inclusion? Thick inclusion is the stone combined with the another material, and the process cannot clean inside the material. So each of the stone, including a lot of the material combined in, so it become in the form of the thick inclusion. Sometimes the thick inclusion cannot have a great impact on the price of the buying yourself. And then if you like to make just a flower shape in the center and also attach with a string, you can also make a hand chain. Or if you like to wear a lot of the stone that become a chain, you can also design by yourself and make a hand chain. But this size is very small, so you have to very carefully to design it. Like in here, you can see there are a lot of the green color inside, and we also have the pink color, orange color, and also the light color inside, but most are the greenish color. In here, the most popular color of the spindle is the hot pink color, the dark pink color, and the second most popular color is the pink color, light pink color, a little pink color that is lighter than the hot pink. And the third grading for the spindle is the orange red color. There is the orange color like this one. Like this one is the orange color. That is the decorating of the spindle. And we also have the other light color inside of the spindle that become popular gradually. Now in the market, the greenish spindle is also more and gradually popular among the young girls. Because here, Myanmar, we don't have the emerald. We don't produce in emerald. So people use the greenish color spindle as a substitute of emerald because it has the same green color, right? So we can design by ourselves by making some emerald earring as a substitute by the green color spindle. We can choose a pair of the same color, green color spindle, making a pair of the earring and also ring and also the hand chain, necklace like this. So this mouse also the color is perfect, but the quality of the stone is acceptable but not too much perfect. If you are younger, like the teenager or over 20, you can choose like this because this color is very popular in young girls, and we call the fancy color spindle. But if you are not younger, if you are not too young and you want to wear very elegantly, you can choose another box. That here you can see, if you are not younger, but you want to wear a colorful spindle, elegantly, not fancy, you can choose this box. This box is suitable for the traditional color, and also have the same greenish color, but not too much than the another box. This one we have the hot pink color here. This is very pretty, right? This is the grading of the spindle. That is we call the traditional color. We have the hot pink here, and also the light pink here, and also the violet color, lavender color. These are all traditional color of the spindle, except for the orangish and also the greenish. We can also design by ourselves by making hand chain and also the pendant, earring, and the ring. The size is 0.1 carat, like the 0.3 carat. So the size is a little small, but you can design by collecting 2 or 3 pieces together and making a form of the flower or making a form of the any other design, and you can make yourself. Like if the jewelry that have over 1 carat, you can just directly coat it by the other material and design very simply and wear it. But if the size is smaller than the 1 carat, you have to combine 2 or 3 pieces and then design in a various shape and making into the design by yourself. So if you like the traditional color of the spindle, the more profile one is this box than the another box. The another one is popular in young girls that we can compare.
因为我们到现在不说话，不说话，很痛。我跟你说，一个男的在外面做事业的话，要理解，什么东西要理解。我经常把
And you can see this color is more fancy than the right hand side blouse. So if you're young girls, you can choose the left hand side blouse. And if you are not too young, and you can wear the right hand side blouse traditionally and elegantly. Yes, thank you. This is so bright. Yes. Even we don't use any torchlight, just under the natural light, you can also see the shining color and the sparkling color that coming out from the stone. This is very bright and sweet. That because this side is very small and we arrange in a box, so we cannot open the box. If we open the box, the arrangement will be very complicated, and also the smaller side is very difficult to rearrange. So we can just see like this. But even we did not open the box, even we look outside from the box, we can also see the quality of the stone and the sparkling of the color. That the quality is acceptable. The quality is acceptable because there is no any other visual scratches and also the crack inside. And if you like to wear the bigger side of the spindle, that also in an arrangement of the colorful, you can also choose like this. These are bigger side than the round one, but also with the same different color. And you can see these are in a square shape that in the cushion cutting. As we said, the cushion cutting style is the traditional and the most common cutting style in Myanmar, because the cushion cutting style can maintain the size of the stone, and at the same time it can also cover the cracks and some scratches, and it can also protect the stone from another damages. So we made the cushion style and very easy to make. We made the cushion style the most. And you can also see there are a lot of the color inside, and there are some hot pink color, like here you see this is the hot pink color, and also the some light pink color, orange color, and also the white color. And another box also you can see there are a lot of the orange color, hot pink color, and also the green color and white color more. If you want to make the bigger size of the necklace or bigger size of the ring, you can choose this cushion cutting style with the more than 1 carat of the stone. These are not more than 1 carat, these are almost 1 carat, maybe 0.5 to 0.6 carat. So this is bigger than the round shape and also easily to design. You just have to coat it with the other material like the gold or the diamond, and also put into a mold and to make a ring. So this is very easy to make the style designed, and it is easy to make then the round shape. If you like the traditional color more, and we prefer this box, because this box including more hot pink color and the red color than another box, but it also contain the white color of the spindle. You can also make a pair of the earring. For the lighter color, younger people they prefer more than the age adult people, because the lighter color it have to match with the complexion, and also it also have to match with the clothing style. So the youngers they prefer the lighter color than the elders. But for the red color and also the hot pink color, these are traditional color that all of the people they like it. And we also have the fancy color more fancy color inside the box is this one. These are the cutting shape is more uniform than the others and the size is smaller than the others. But the quality of the stone is much better than the previous two balls. This quality is very perfect. No obvious scratches and no obvious crack inside the stone. And a lot of the sparkling light that coming out of the stone. So if you like the fancy color more and also with the better quality, you have to choose these two. And you can see there are a lot of the orange color inside. That is that popular grading of the spinel. And we have the orange color and also the light pink color. And we also have the fancy color of the greenish and also the light color and the pale color one, violet color here. So if you like the better quality, and you have to choose these two than the previous two. The size is a little smaller than the others, but the sizes are all uniform, and also the cutting is cushion style. And among them, if you like to choose just a piece of the spinel, but with the better quality and also the better color, and you can choose a bigger size with a better quality one. That in front of mine, we have a lot of the colorful bigger size of the spinel, and here we can choose which one has the best quality. Among all of the color, this color is the most beautiful. This is so bright and the color is very deep, very dark color. That you can see the color is very dark. It's darker red with a little orange inside. This color is very pretty. You can see the color is very pretty, and also this is the prettiest color among the other stone. The color is dark color, which is the first grading, top grading of the spinel, that the fluid is times to a little orange color. And also you can see the quality of the stone is very perfect. And even we don't use any torchlight, you can also see through the color, and so that it is very clear inside. No scratches of the cushion shape cutting style. That if you use the torchlight, you can also see through the color. This is the dark red color, but a little orangish color of the stone. That this is very pretty, and also the size is bigger. That from the front surface, there is no obvious and also serious damages of the stone, and also the sparkling of the light is very nice. That you can see they are the brightness and also the shining color that coming out from the stone. So the quality is very nice and it is very acceptable. And also for the color is the first grading of the spinel. There is very bright. And apart from the top view, that is the overview of the stone, we can also observe the back view of the stone. That you can see the cutting is not too shallow. It is very perfect. The cutting corner and also the bottom is very perfect. It is not too thick and not too thin, so it can maintain the sparkling color of the stone at the same time and also can maintain the size of the stone. That you can see the cutting corner and the bottom is located in the center. And also you can see the back surface of the stone. Is there any scratches or not? That if we use the more additional torchlight to see it, you can see very clear inside. Very clear. We just have the two like the string inside, but this is not affect and has a great impact on the quality of the stone. This is not the damage and not the serious problem. Very clear inside and very perfect. For all the product that are in here, we guarantee for the original and authentic organic and authentic way. And here we have the natural kind of the stone, and also we have the heat treatment kind of the stone. But all them are 100% naturally, that we not do any treatment for this stone. For this one, we have the more than 1 carat of the size, and the price is $500. It's nearly $500 for this one. You can see the closely that the inside is very clear. So 500 is very fair price for the size and also for the color and also for the quality of the stone. And we for the price we guarantee for this price is very fair. And if you are not from Myanmar, you are from another country, you can see the market price will be very high for the other country. But here, because this is the first place of the production and original place of the production, so the price is very fair. But if we are exposed to another country, the price will going double or the triple or even very high. If you like to wear a little lighter color of the spindle, we also have the light and pale color of the spindle, not like this darker color. We have the traditional color of the light pink color that we can see. If you want to see the nice quality with the light pink color, we have this one. Although the size is not too large, not too big, but the quality of the stone is very nice and the color very good. Even we don't use any light, we can also see the color is very good. This is the traditional color and also second grading of the spindle. This is the pink color. The color is very uniformly separating, and also this is the natural one. We not do any treatment. The size is rectangular shape and the cushion cutting design. And if we use the torchlight to see the inside, you can see it's also very clear inside. That also very shiny and very bright. We have a little crack here, but this crack is not from inside, but just from the outside the shell. Yes, it is very clear. And the color is very nice, the light pink color. This is the second most popular grading of the spinel. It's very clear inside. It's very clear. We just have the outside shell, a little string, but this is not inside the stone, but it's the outer shell. So we can cover with a mold, or we can cover with by decoration by another material like the gold or like some diamond. We can cover it. Small string at the outer shell, but inside very clear. So at the same time, we also can observe the back surface of the stone. You can see the back surface is not as smooth as the front surface. We have a little scratches at the back surface. You can see there is a little scratches at the back surface. And the cutting corner is also acceptable. It is not too thin and not too thick. And also the bottom is located in the center of the gems. But there is a little scratches at the back surface. Apart from here, there are no any other scratches and crack inside. So for the quality of this stone is very acceptable. And also if you like the traditional color of the spinel, you can choose this one. The size is not big, but this is in the moderate size and very cute design. This is already enough to make a ring, and also to make a smaller pendant for the necklace for the young girl. But if you want to see the bigger size with the same color, we also have the same color but with a bigger size stone. That you can see, these two colors is almost 90% the same. But for the second stone, this stone is much bigger than the smaller one. Yep, for the smaller one, it has the 0.85 carat. 0.85 carat for the smaller one. You can see the bigger size have the over 2 carat, 2.25 carat, and the smaller one has the carat of 1.05 carat. And 2.2 carat. That is it. The bigger size has a double size than the smaller one, but the color is also the same. 90% the same color with the smaller one. And if you like the same color but the bigger size, you can choose the second one. That is in the right hand side. The right hand side has the over 2 carat, 2.25 carat, and the smaller has the 1.05 carat. There is double the size than the smaller. And for the quality is also the same. The smaller one also have the scratches at the outer shell of the stone, but not inside. And also the larger one, the large one, this one, the bigger one, also have a little scratches that are from the outer shell of the stone. But the inside is very clear. But the bigger side, we also have the same bubbles inside. These bubbles are the representative and symbol of the natural one. That means the stone came out with a bubble, and we did not make any treatment to remove this bubble, so it came out originally. This is the symbol of the natural one. We also have a little white cloud material inside that have a great impact on the color. So for the bigger one, the color is not as uniform as the smaller one. For the bigger side, the color is more deep and deeper at the top and a little lighter at the bottom. So you can see for the big size, like here, the color is darker than the other part because there is a little white cloud material inside of this, so the color not separate uniformly. But the shining and the sparkling is very nice for the boat. Inside is very clear. For the bigger one, we can also see the back surface. Is this buffer like the front surface too? You can see the bottom. The bottom is located centrally of the stone. It is located in the center. And also the cutting is, the bottom of the stone is not too thick and not too thin. It is very perfect in the size. So the color is very nice and also the size is bigger. From the back surface, we have the same scratches at the outer shell, outer of the stone. So we can see there are 2 scratches at the back surface and some bubble at the corner of the stone. Because of the presence of these 2 scratches, so this stone, although the size is very big, so the price is not too expensive. Like there is a saying that we afford the price by the quality of the product. If we have to pay $1, we can get just only the product with $1 quality. If we have to pay $100, the product will come out with $100 quality like this. If this stone is very perfect, no any other scratches inside and also outside, and also there is no bubble, there is no white clouding material, the price will be very, very expensive. For this one now, in Myanmar, the local market price for the bigger size of the spinel is the price with the 1,800 USD. For this one, the price is almost 1,800 USD, with the bigger size of more than 2 carat, 2.25 carat, and also the color is very cute pink color. Inside have a little small, very, very small bubbles, but the color is very nice. If you like more fancy color than this, you can also see the fancy color of the spinel that we have. And then apart from the traditional color of the hot pink and also the light pink, we also have the fancy color. The fancy color that we can also have, we have the champagne color and also the sakura color of the spinel. Here you can see the color is very cute. This is just like the sakura flower, and we have the sakura color of the light pink color of the spinel. The cutting shape is in the cushion design, and the stone is very nice. Just only the natural sunlight you can see the brightness and the shining of the stone is very perfect. And the color separates very uniformly. The color is separating very uniformly. And you can see inside is very clean. There is no any other scratches inside. It's very clear. even we don't use any torchlight, you can also see through the bottom. From the surface to the bottom, there is no obstacle inside, and also the scratches, crack, even the small spot, and also the small clouding material bubble. No, this is very clear and the quality is very nice. And apart from the front surface, you can also observe the back surface of the stone too. You can see the cutting is very nice. The bottom located in the center, and also the cutting is not too thin and not too thick. So the color separates very uniformly of the stone. And you can also see the back surface is just like the front surface. It is very perfect. No spot, no crack, and no scratches. This stone is a very perfect and very nice stone. If you are younger, you like to wear the same ring and also same light color of the necklace, you can choose this one. We strongly recommend it for this one. And the size is very preferable. The size is more than 1 carat, not too small and not too big. For this one, we have exactly of 2 carat. Exactly of 2 carat. And the color is the sakura pink color. There is a fancy color, very popular for the youngers. And the color is very cute and also very clear inside, very clean. The stone is very clean. For this stone, the market price of Myanmar in here locally is also $1,500 for this one. And compared with the previous stone, with the same price, we are strongly recommended for this one. And if you like to see a little darker fancy color, and we have the one interesting color in here. We have the one interesting color of this one, and this is just 100% naturally and original. You can see the color is very cute. This is also the fancy color for the young girls that we call the champagne color spinel. The shining and the brightness and also the sparkling is very nice. This is just under the natural sunlight. You can see the shining that came out from the stone. But this one is also very clear, no any other obvious and great damage of the stone. We just have a little spot inside, but this spot is not a black spot, just only the bubble spot inside, but not located center, but at the corner of the stone. So the presence of this one will not have a great impact on the will not have a great damage and great impact of the stone. This color is very much with the complexion, and you can see by wearing this you become more healthy and healthy, and it's just like the blood circulation is very nice. There is a small bubble on the surface of like this. If we use the torchlight and observing its quality, you can see that is very clear inside. It's very clear inside. No cracks and no scratches. And the color is very shine, very sparkling. This is the overview of the front view. We can also see the back surface of the stone. You can see the bottom of the stone located in the center, and also the cutting is very perfect. The corner is not too thin and not too thick, and it is very perfect. And for the back surface, you can also see there is no any other scratches inside. Even the outer shell, we don't have any cracks and we don't have any scratches. And inside is very clear. So this quality is very nice. If you are younger and you like to wear the fancy color with a bigger size with the very clean inside, we are strongly recommended for this one. By wearing the fancy color of the spinel, it is very much with your complexion, and also it makes you look more healthier, and also more perfect. For this one, we have the size of 2.2 carat. This is already over the 2 carat, larger than the Sakura one. This is more than 2 carat, 2.2 carat exactly, and the price is also like the same one. The recommended price for this one is 1,500 USD. We strongly recommend it for this one if you like the fancy color with a very clear inside, and also not too large, acceptable size, 2.2 carat. This one you have to choose. And nowadays we also have a little pink and also like the lavender color, a little bubble that coming inside, but the pink color one is also very gradually popular among the young girls. This is also the fancy color of the spinel, but most of the older people, they also like to wear as a ring. For the spinel, we usually like to wear it as a ring and also the pendant, because the spinel, the color is very colorful, and also we can match with a different design. But the hardness is very nice. The hardness of the spinel is 8. But softer than the ruby and the sapphire. In here, the local people, they use the spinel as a substitute of ruby, because it with the color like the similar with the ruby, and also the strong quality is similar with the ruby, but only the hardness is different. This is also the fancy color of the spinel, like if the color becomes the darker, it will turn to the violet color, like this one, violet color. And so this is just like the pale violet color. Yes, it look black, right? Maybe the light in here has a difference, but this is not black one. This is totally the shiny and the sparkling, like the violet one, lavender. We can use the torchlight to see the real color of this stone. You can see the color is a little pink, but tend to be violet, like the purple color. And we use the light. You can see clear, very clear inside. There are no scratches and also the crack inside. But there is a little bubble inside of the stone, the white bubble inside of the stone. But the presence of the bubble cannot have a great impact on the stone. It cannot have a great damage. It is just a symbol of the natural one. Like the color is very nice. It is very much with the complexion, and so the younger people they like to wear as a pendant and also as a ring. And we can also see the back surface of the stone. And you can see the bottom of the stone is very clear like the front surface. And you can see the bottom is not too thin and not too thick. It is very perfect. But just a little spot at the corner and outer shade of the stone. So they make it in the bottom side. Because the bottom side is not important as the front side. Front side is the essential thing, so they make the black spot on the bottom side. The bottom side they can coat it with the same material, like we can if we want to make into the ring or the pendant, we can coat it with the mold made by silver or the gold and then cover the scratches and spots, so we can just only see the clear surface of the front. We can also very closely see the color of the stone is very nice.
小旭也是疯狂会招人。
Tua, ini lu nam này lu thật là làm tiền không? Lý do đồng người là đồng. Ê, nó là tiền.
哦，没来的，今表姐没记了，都没来。
表姐好地，我表姐啊，你都上到嚟讀波啦你，都上到嚟讀波啦，都係上陪下你。
到时把它挖过来。
哦，他说他只是
在播他们家的。
播他们家的翡翠而已，他不帮别人吗？他们家开翡翠店吗？他只播自己家的。
对。
他自己画。
他表姐。
他自己要 Facebook 好，是的。你不这样不靠近那里吗？这样子的话就不好叫了。
我也不要你动我，啥活都不要你搞。只管做一点。
거기 오시면 그러면 영화서 오시래. 오시면 피었더라. 피었더라. 공대요 애들 공대들이 오시면 야이시래. 아는 뭐 와리 미지나 바가. 이제는 나고 미지나 나게 되면 타이도 뭐 지고 신나 나고 오시면 이러서 이거는 이제 지고요.
무슨 아?
네. 好几个嘛，看我们去的那个超市，还有一些在看那个阿尔法干。
Apart from the spinel, we also have the ruby. Myanmar ruby is very famous in the worldwide. That we can also see Myanmar ruby is very nice. We also other country also produce the ruby, like the famous one is India. India also have the ruby like the Myanmar, but we have a major difference between the India ruby and Myanmar ruby. That Myanmar ruby, because of the presence of chromium is very high, so the color is brighter than the India ruby. The hardness is the same, hardness with the 9. And the color of the Myanmar will be brighter than the India because of the presence of because of the persistent and presence of higher level of chromium. Here, in Myanmar here locally, the ruby is a very rare and difficult to find. So if the ruby with the more than 1 carat, it is very rare. This color is very nice for the ruby because ruby also have the various grade of the color. For the first grade of the ruby, it comes out with a pigeon blood. Like the color of the ruby have to be darker red, and the first grade is the pigeon blood, and the second grade will be a little light red, lighter pink, or the hot pink color, just like the rabbit blood. We call the rabbit blood color will be the second grade, and also the dark grade is the pink color. By comparing these two, we can see the left side of the stone it has the darker color than the right side of the stone. But the size is also the same, nearly 1 carat. And the cutting design is the same. This one is also with the cushion design, and also the another one is also with the cushion design. But for the ruby and spinel, we have the major difference is that the spinel can produce more sparkling and more brightness than the ruby. And the ruby, the color will be darker color, but not with any shiny and the sparkling that came out from the stone. Like this, the color is very cute. For the ruby, we can see the difference of the spinel like this. The ruby cannot produce the sparkling and the shining than the spinel. Spinel can produce more shiny and the more sparkling than the ruby. But the fluidity, like we say, inside of the fluid, inside of the color, for the ruby, it become more and deep fluidity than the spinel. Spinel just produce the sparkling coming out from the stone, but ruby can produce the color that coming inside of the stone. This is the major difference between the spinel and the ruby. You can see the spinel is just like the crystal and the glass-like material, so it can reflect the light and it produces more sparkling and the shining than the ruby. But the ruby, it just is not transparency, it's not glass like the spinel. So if you use a torchlight, the color that coming from inside, not from the outside. That means the ruby cannot produce the sparkling and the shining than the spinel. But for the color, the ruby is darker red and more beautiful than the spinel. If we use the torchlight, the color of the ruby is very nice. This is the major difference between the spinel and the ruby. Spinel more shine and ruby more darker color than the spinel. We can also see clearly and closely for the quality of this stone. We have to use the torchlight to see inside is there any scratches and crack. You can see at a distance we use the torchlight, there is a sand bubble inside. Sand bubble inside of the stone becoming the white bubble, and also there is a black spot at the corner of the stone. You can see a little black spot at the corner, and also there are the bubble inside of the stone. But the color is very nice. Inside is not too much clear, but with the little bubble. But the color is very nice. It's very dark red. The color grading is very good. This is the top rating color, pigeon blood. But if we make the certificate, it will not come out with the pigeon blood color because there are a lot of the inclusion and scratch inside of the stone. So the inclusion already have a great impact on the stone. The color is very nice. If you make a ring that very simply coated with the some gold or the some platinum, the color is very nice. From the back surface, you can also see the color is very uniformly spread like the front surface, but there is scratches and also crack at the shell of the stone. You can see there are damages on the shell of the stone. So the back surface is not perfect as like the front surface. usually normally ruby crystal, it come out with a tabular form, tabular shape, so the bottom of the ruby will not as thick as spinel. The bottom will be very flat. That means this is shallow, not too thick. It's a little thin and the shallow design of the ruby that came out with a tabular form. But you can also see there is a crack at the corner of the stone, so it is not smooth. Because of the presence of this weak point, like the crack and scratches, so this ruby, although the color is very nice, so the price cannot going up. This will be very cheap, and also the color grading will be reduced. For this one, we can also see the market price, local market price in Myanmar of the ruby price. The carat is 1.05 carat. There is more than 1 carat. Just like I say, in here in Myanmar, more than 1 carat ruby is very difficult to find. So like the color of the first grading color, but with a little inclusion inside, with the size of 1.05 carat. Usually they sell $2,500. $2,500 for this one. So you can see the price of the ruby is more expensive than the spinel. Siaro lại. Tanai nama nasangam ni. Kuna hal dia koi na le kila. So siang. Le na le jai jai nga jau phet twa ni. Tu le.
现在就是说你的耐心问题，你不是说以后就不过这个东西，不别的东西也会，是吧？是。现在带你就是带你自己耐心，一点耐心，耐住寂寞，这么回事。我性子急着吧，我搞不动，丢掉了。像他们聊，也还跟他说话，我没说话，对吧？
底下。If you like more smooth surface, we also have this one. The color is the same with the first stone, but this is have the more smooth surface than the first one. Because the first stone we have the crack at the corner and also some scratches at the outer shell of the stone. But the left hand side, the second stone, we don't have any crack at the outer shell of the stone. So if you like the more smoother surface than the first one, you can choose this one. The color is the same. This color will be coming out with a pigeon black color. This is the top first grading of the ruby, but the size is a little smaller than the first one. The first one is more than 1 carat, 1.05 carat, and the second one, like I see how many carat. This is 1 carat, exactly 1 carat. It's just a smaller point, smaller than the first one, although the same size. The color also the same. And we can see, is there any scratches inside? We can use the torchlight to see the weak point of the stone. You can see this become the 2 different color if we use the torchlight. One with a clearer color, and another part is with a purple, a little purple color. Because there is a presence of the white material inside the stone. Because of the presence of this one, the color did not separate uniformly. The bottom side will become the clear color. It is a better color than the another size. And the top color here, the color is mixed with the other, so it is not clear. This becomes the opaque. Back for the outer material like the crack or scratches, there is no any other crack or scratches inside. Just only the presence of the white material of this side, so the color became different in the both side at the both side. This is the overview of the top surface. We can also observe the back surface of the stone. And also just like the usual, this is very shallow and in a tabular form, so the bottom is not too thick, but this is in the average height. And we can also see the corner, the bottom is located in the center. And also like the top surface, we have a line of the white material here. It also to the bottom, so the color not spread uniformly. The color becomes darker at the bottom and lighter at the top. So the color not uniformly for this stone. If you like the color uniformly, you cannot choose this one because the color become the two kinds and two types of color here. But for the crack or bubble and the same signatures, there are no any other at the bottom. The color is very nice, but there is a presence of white clothing material, so the color not uniform, and also a little shape is not uniform in here. The color and the shape is not uniform in here, but the color is very nice. For this one, the size is 1.05 carat, and also the price is the same with the first one. The price are the same. This is also $2,500 for this one. Just like the first stone, we have the same color and the same size and also the same price. But if you like the more clear inside, you can choose the left hand side one. But if you like the more clear color and a more prettier color, a more beautiful color, you can choose the right hand side one. Both are in the cushion shape and also a little oval shape in the form. And if you not like the darker color, you can also have the lighter pink color of the ruby. Lighter pink color of the ruby also very popular in the younger and also others. You can see there is a pink color of the ruby that is very clear and a little smaller in size. This is the square shape, and this is the natural ruby that we have not made any other treatment, that we have not baked by heat, and also we have not do the heat treatment of this one. This is the 100% original and natural one. This is a little smaller, but in a cushion design and also in a square shape. The color is the pink color. There is lighter than the previous two. And we can see the quality of the stone by using the torchlight. And inside it's not clear. Inside we have the white clothing material and also a little scratches at the surface of the stone. So inside not clear. Inside we have the including material. From the front surface, the color is nice and the color spread uniformly, but there is no clear inside. There are a lot of the including material inside, including inclusion and also the crack and also the bubble inside. This is not perfect. And the back surface, you can also see the bottom is located in the center, and this is shallow, not too thick. And you can see inside we have the color is white color, white spot in here. So the back surface color is lighter than the front surface. If the front surface, we can see the hot pink color, but the back surface will be very light pink color.
新车嘛，
新车的话不赚钱。
新车会很低价，你买下来你去看。
年年。
But if you look like this, the color is acceptable. Like for this ruby, for this one, if you like to wear the popular color, but you cannot afford too much, like you don't have too much budget, you can choose this one, because the size is acceptable and the color is very nice color, very cute color, the rosy pink color, but the quality of the stone is not too good. We can also see how many carat it has.
300万的车，
开什么车？
那个你不说多了吗
This stone has the 1.1 carat. It is more than 1 carat. 1.1 carat of the stone, with the popular pink rosy pink color, and also with a little inclusion inside, and also the bubble inside. For this one, the price is surely cheaper than the first two. For this one, the price is just only $1,400 US. 1,400 US for this one, with the 1.1 carat.
300万15多万。
380万大卖的几个什么？
If you like the popular pink color, the rosy pink color, but you don't have too much budget, you can choose this one. This one is just only $1,400 US, but with the cycles 1.01 carat, and also you can see the color pink is very good. The color is very perfect, but the quality of the stone is not too perfect. It has some inclusion and also the some scratches inside, so the price is very cheap. The price cannot go in up.
到时候会搞啊，有钱的话以后搞，把这笔搞成了手里钱，给后头以后会。
And for like the pink color, fancy rosy pink color, if you like the larger size, bigger size than this one, we also have the rectangular cutting shape with the same color of the pink, but with the clear inside. It's more clear than the first stone, but you can see these two, the color is almost the same. 90% the same color, and also the fluidity is very nice. It is the popular pink rosy pink color, and the shape is different. This one is the square cushion shape, and another one is rectangular cushion shape, a little round. You can see the color is the same, but the second one, the shape will be bigger than the first one. If you like to wear the pendant, that you can choose this one, and also for the ring. Like I see the quality of the stone by using the torchlight. This one much clearer than the first one. This one you can see very clear and transparent through the bottom. There is no any other scratches, and also the inclusion inside, but it's very clear. But only one thing is you can see this part. This part is white than the top one, so the color is lighter at the bottom and darker at the top. You can see there is some cloud material and some cotton material of the stone. This is the nature of the stone. The color not separate uniformly. Here is lighter color and here is darker color. We have the white material inside, so the color not separate uniformly here. But this is very much clearer than the first stone. The first stone has a lot of the scratches and crack inside, but this one no scratches and crack, just only the white material clouding here. And after we see the top surface, we also can observe the back surface of the stone. You can see the height of the corner is a little shallow, and the center of the corner is located centrally. for the back surface, we can also see is there any scratches inside. We can see here there is the corner become in enough. Like here we have a stub, like a stub in here. That means the cutting is not perfect. The cutting have the weak point at the back surface. That become the stub like this. And apart from this one, we can also see a little crack at the corner of the back surface, but there is no any other inclusion. This is also very clear, just like the front surface too. For the back surface, the cutting is not too perfect as the front surface, because all the weak point located at the back surface, so the front surface is also very nice. The quality is acceptable. But you have to wear it into a ring or into a pendant, so you can cover all the weak point by the mold and also by the material. And you just like the front surface, the color is lighter at this side but darker than the another, so the color not separate uniformly. But if you like this color, but you want the better quality, we are strongly recommended for this than the first one, because this one inside very clear, just only the white material, but the another one has a lot of the scratches and inclusion. This one is very clear. Just only the natural sunlight, the color comes very pretty. Rosy pink color. Rosy pink color is also the traditional color of the ruby that both of the elders and both of the youngers and elder, they all like this color. If you like the purple color of the ruby, we also have like this. This is just like the amethyst. The color comes with the purple and the violet red color. This one, the size is bigger than the others, and also the cutting shape is in the cushion form. Even under the sunlight, we can see there are some black spots inside the stone, and also a little crack at the corner of the stone. But the color is separate very uniformly, just at the presence of the crack at the corner, so the color become lighter and lighter. For the overview, the color separates very uniformly, but inside not clear. And for the back surface, you can also see the scratches at the outer shell of the stone, and also the black spot at the corner of the stone. And for the weight, we can also see how many carat it has. This one is much bigger than the others. It has the 2.6 carat. 2.6 carat, and the other ruby is over 2 carat. And the color is the purple red color. You can also see if we use the light, it becomes to pink. This is the purple pink color. The color is also the fancy color, but if we make ring, this will be very nice color. You can see the color spread very uniformly, but there are cracks at the corner of the stone and also black spot inside of the stone. But the size is very perfect. The size is 2.26 carat.
但是我自己不花钱，我跟一般的现在我们老家那边有钱的人带给我们家方面嘛，就一个顾客就行了。
That you can compare with the other color.
对的，那个还表弟还有一个。
There is the pink color of the ruby and also the purple color with the ruby. One is the traditional color and one is the fancy color. But for the ruby, we strongly recommended you to buy the dark red color of the ruby because dark red color is more valuable than the other color.
300万，你怎么花那么多？
加油啊！我还想了都要花，而且我很喜欢买首饰，我每个月都要买金子啊，翡翠要买一点，宝石要买一点，都买新了，它有时候不够。
So the purple red color is a little much with the deep red color. So some people they used to collect for the traditional color. We strongly recommended you to collect the darker red color of the ruby because the darker red will be more valuable in the future and the price is gradually go higher and higher. And today we are briefly explain about the ruby and some seawater pearl and also the spinel also. We also have more and more gemstone and more various kind of the stone to share with all of you guys. If you guys have interested about our natural Burmese diamond jewelry, please follow and subscribe to our channel and also open the notification for our channel. So if we upload a new video or if you make the some live activity and some live event, you can know and the notification will come out and you can know what is new with us. If you have more interest, please subscribe and we will meet you soon in next other video. Thank you so much for your precious time. Bye bye.